Hi everyone, and welcome to Tanya Jane English. I'm Tanya, and today is another One Word Wednesday. What's the difference between take a turn and to stop at every turn? Today I'm going to help you with these and several more, so stay with me. Our one word for today is turn. And I have several different ways to use the word turn. So let's start right away. The first one is very common. If I say, I'm going to turn around, I mean that I'm going to change positions. I'm going to turn around like this. So if I turn around, instead of going this way, now I'm going that way. Or you might find somebody who's turning around, and that would be to go around and around like this. All right. The next one is when someone gives you directions, maybe you're driving or going somewhere, and they say, you need to turn at the stop sign. So you would be going in your car and you might turn one direction or the other. Number 3 is to turn the page in a book. So if I turn the page in a book, I turn it like this, one page at a time. 4 is when you're playing a game or you're in line and you say, it's my turn. What you mean is you've waited and the people before you have already gone, and now it's the time that you get to go, and then it will be the next person's turn. 5 is when we say somebody is speaking out of turn. It's similar to the one before this in that maybe you're going around a circle and each person is speaking when it's their turn. And if you speak out of turn, maybe it was this person's turn and you spoke even though you were across the circle. Another meaning of the same thing is when someone said, well, I think he spoke out of turn. In other words, maybe it was none of his business or it wasn't really his place to say anything. Number 6, you've probably heard someone refer to the turn of the century. This is what we say when we go from one century to another century. So most recently, if we said something like, this was done at the turn of the century, we meant somewhere around 1999, 2000, 2001, somewhere in that area at the turn of the century. When I was a kid, if we said it was done or made at the turn of the century, we meant somewhere around 1899, 1900, or 1901. It can be the turn of any century. Number 7, to take a turn for the worse. An example of this one is when someone is in the hospital or not feeling well, and someone says, how is Joe doing? And the other person says, I'm sorry to say he's taken a turn for the worse. In other words, he's not doing very well or he's not feeling very well. Number 8, to do someone a good turn. When we say to do someone a good turn, we mean that maybe we are doing them a favor or we're doing something nice for them. An example would be, he's been really kind to you. Maybe you could do him a good turn. Maybe you could do something that is also kind to him. Number 9, to stop at every turn. An example of this one could be, when we go on vacation, we have to stop at every turn. This person might be saying, every time something changes, we have to stop. And maybe they didn't want to stop all of these times. They wanted to keep going. And so they said, we had to stop at every turn. You could say it in a positive way too. You could say, we love going on vacation together because we both love to stop at every turn. In other words, we both really like to stop at everything we see. Number 10, my last example for today, is to turn cold or to turn hot. When we're talking about the weather, we might say, it suddenly turned cold. In this way, we mean it became cold, or we could say it turned hot, it became hot. Okay, I hope this has helped you to understand some of the meanings for the word turn. If you know others, please leave them in the comments below. And if this video was helpful for you, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any more One Word Wednesday. Talk to you soon.